This might trigger some people. Some people may not understand it. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Allegedly. I had to get that out the way, y'all. So, hey, y'all. Hope you guys are doing good. I send you guys so much love, so much light. Let's get into it, okay? So, I want to do an intuitive message reading on Takeoff. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Takeoff. This one, it hit hard because I could, he represented for the quiet ones. My personality is similar to him. When I don't talk a lot. I don't do a lot of talking. I listen. I'm very observative. I'm observing everyone in the room. I'm a feeler, so I feel energies. I can feel you before you even speak. I know what you're about before you even speak to me based upon how you make me feel, So I'm a feeler, and so us feelers, we don't do a lot of talking. We don't do a lot of talking. And so that's how I can relate to him a lot, because wise people, they listen more than they speak. So I could really relate to him. So this one hit hard. And plus the Migos, like I said in my previous video, they had a long run. So it's when I started 2014, I believe, or probably, I don't even know, probably. So yeah, they had a long run. So probably even sooner than that. Probably, yeah. I'm not even gonna try to rack my brain with the dates, but the years. But y'all know. But yeah, so they were a part of the culture. They changed the culture. They changed the rap. They put Atlanta back on the map, and that's just my personal opinion. They put Georgia back on the map. So I was like, okay, I got them, So it hit hard, but the message that I'm getting from him is this whole situation, he was the catalyst to Quavo's awakening. Because I'm picking up on Quavo, he was doing a lot of reckless things. Maybe not reckless into him intentionally, intentionally doing reckless things, going out, on purposely doing this. But the lifestyle that was presented in front of them, it was reckless. When you look at it, from when you look from a up top view, a bird's eye view, yeah, you're putting yourself in danger because you know what these people are about, or it's a thought, they could be about this, And so now he's realizing right now Quavo is in the energy where he is I heard recollecting. He's going back and dang, I could have done this differently. Or dang, the signs were all, he's putting the pieces, he's putting the pieces together. He's trying to figure out the why. He's trying to figure out, what is this? Yeah. He's he's beating himself up because all the signs were there of him needing to change, or he's saying that, if I would stop hanging around these certain people, and dang, what if I should have been Take? Because I'm kind of feeling Takeoff didn't go to the club like Quavo. He didn't go out and I feel like there's some moments he had to be home to recharge, to do his thing, or, if not home, be somewhere where he could recharge, where it's not a lot of people. Because I honestly feel like Takeoff didn't like to be around a lot of people like that. If he had it his way, it would just be a few. because he was a feeler. He feels everything. So Quavo now is like, dang, what if I should, maybe sometimes I should have stayed home. Maybe sometimes I should have, he's like, I should have done this differently. It's a lot of dang, I should have done this differently. Regret. Trying to find the meaning behind this. Trying to put the pieces together. Trying to figure out, like, how do I go forward? This wasn't, just a homeboy. This was my family. This was my nephew. I'm the uncle. I'm supposed to be the protector, and I didn't protect him. So it's like he's living with that regret. He's living with the fact that I let my mom down. I let my sister down. It's like I let my family, Quavo's energy is like, I let my family down. Because the only reason we were out there was because of me. And he feels like the only reason why they did what they had to do was because, well, you know what? He feels that they were waiting for an opportunity. Just waiting for any inch, any sign, to pull something, So he feels that what he said, that altercation or whatever it was, that was like, okay, now we got him. So he feels regretful for that. He feels regretful for that night. And so he's dealing with a lot of guilt because it's like, now I got to face my family. I got to face my sister. I have to face my family. And this is like internal because I don't feel like their family is like showing like you blaming him. I just feel like this is like internal. This is like how he feels. He feels that they are blaming him. He feels guilty. Even if his family is, comforting him and, and trying to reassure him that it's not that, he still internally believes that. And let me say allegedly. He still feels that. He still feels that it's pain. It's pain. It is pain. It is pain. For those who have never lost a loved one, I just want to say you are blessed. You are truly blessed. Because you guys, I don't think some of y'all understand like the pain that leaves, that hurt. That hurt. They say like time heals all. I don't like, yes, to a certain extent, because that person will never be replaced. You will always feel that. It won't be as strong. That hurt, you'll be able to maneuver and, heal from it. But that person left a mark. So you can't, that person is unforgettable. You'll never forget that person. It is up to us how we choose to honor them. There we go. Do we honor them in an angry way to where we just like try to forget them, and we live in regret, and we live in, not an angry way, a low vibrational way. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Or do we honor them in a happy way where we, we celebrate, the good times, we heal internally from the issues that we may have had with that person or the situation. We heal, but we still honor them with love, with happiness. We keep their name alive. We just honor them in a good way. Just know that they are your angel, that you gain a powerful hell of an ancestor, and that their spirit is still here. Still, that the spirit never dies. I don't care what nobody says. A spirit never dies. So their spirit is still here. So still honor that. Don't forget them. So honor them in a high vibrational way. And that's what Quavo it's death is very tricky, you guys. And I'm going to change the title because I don't know if I'm going to get to do Offset, but I didn't know I was just strictly for Takeoff, but Quavo, it's that energy, it's that Aries energy, baby. We have to be first. It's like, oh no, you got to get me out of the way, please. But so now, like, what you guys with death, like death is okay. So death is like in the middle. Then you have good path, then bad path. It's like, which way do you choose? Do you let the pain and the heartache take over and you start doing low vibrational things because you think your life is over, or you want your life to be over, or you just don't care, or you feel numb, or you're just hurt? Do you choose the bad side because you're hurt, or do you choose the good side because you are hurt but you want to heal from it? So that's where Quavo is at this moment. Takeoff's death was a spiritual awakening for him. Takeoff's death was a spiritual awakening for Offset. We all knew that they were beefing. Takeoff felt like he was in the middle to a certain extent. Of course, I'm going to go with my uncle because that's my blood. That's my blood. That's my uncle. And plus, I honestly feel like he has so much respect for Quavo. He has so much respect for him. So much respect for his uncle that it's like, I'm sorry. Like, we fam, but I'm going to go with my uncle. I'm going to go with my uncle, my blood. Because I think they're all I think him and Offset are cousins. But I'm going to go with my uncle. And I can honestly feel like if he would have just like, if he would have done something totally different, Quavo would have been hurt. Takeoff did not want to hurt his uncle in any way. Like, he loved his uncle. He loved that man. He loved that man. He loved that man. And he respected him. So he was in the middle to a certain extent. He was a middleman. So, and I feel like Takeoff felt like I'm stuck. Like, dang, like I still have love for this person. I still have love for Offset. But it's like, whatever happened, we got to fix it. We got to straighten it. And I kind of feel like Takeoff would have been forgiving. Like, I feel like he very forgiving because his love for Takeoff, his love for Offset was genuine. I feel like anybody that Takeoff had love for, it was genuine. It was genuine. Like, I don't feel any fakeness about him. It's like, if I love you, I love you. And if I tell you I love you, that means I really mean it, because I don't tell everybody that I love them. I don't talk to everybody. See, the thing about with Takeoff, not everybody could get his access. He wasn't, like, how Quavo and Offset, like, you can get to them. Like, things about them. You didn't know anything about Takeoff. Very private. So a lot of people couldn't get to him like that. He wasn't like just accessible like the other two were. So we honestly knew nothing. Very private. very smart. Also, I feel that Quavo, like this right here, it definitely, it has changed him. And I do see him evolving. I do see him growing from this and really stepping into his power. I'm seeing him like really change his life. In the next couple of years, you guys, we're going to see a different Quavo. We are going to see a very different Quavo. I see like charity events. I see, y'all see how I jump back onto the Aries? You see how I just jump back onto the Aries? Like how Quavo was like, oh, no, you're not finished with me. I do see him like doing like charitable events. I just see him like speaking to younger kids. I just see him changing his life, you guys. Like I honestly see him changing his life. This really has, when I say this, I slowed him down. Not like slow, like he gonna be like, money and no. I'm talking about slow him. He was living that fast life. Now he's not gonna leave that. He's living that. He's going. Well, there we go. He's going with the flow of life, not trying to speed it up, not trying to like, no, I'm going to sit back and enjoy. Yes, he's going to be very grateful for everything, the small things. He's going to realize that these cars, these clothes, these jewelries, they don't mean nothing. Yeah, Takeoff's death was a spiritual awakening for Quavo. Quavo is realizing that when it's time for you to go, all these cars, all these clothes, all these jewelry, everything, you can't take it with you. I feel like he's now looking at Takeoff's things and just like, dang, man, you really left with nothing. So none of this really matters. Y'all, when I tell you we're going to see a different Quavo in these next coming years, a different Quavo. And I'm picking up on a very good vibing, vibing so high. I'm seeing him like his money. I feel like I'm honestly feeling that Quavo is going to make, I'm hearing it, more money than he's made with the Migos. So I'm seeing that he's going on to, higher things. But I'm seeing him doing high vibing things as well. I'm seeing him really elevate and really use this situation to warn others, to try to prevent. Yeah, okay, yes. He's taking his pain and he's turning it into power because he doesn't want this. Okay, he doesn't wish this kind of pain on his worst enemy. Okay, this right here has softened him up a little bit. Just soften that heart up a little bit to where it's like really embodying his nephew, like just really like his good, like Takeoff's good habits or whatnot. He's really embodying them and trying to like spread them because he was like, he knows that's how you keep his legacy going on. Okay. All right. Okay. I get you, Quavo. I get you. Yes. Right now it's going to be tough. Right now it's going to be hard. And I can't say that, 20 years from now it's not going to be hard, Because my mom's been gone, 17 years. And I still have my moments. I still think of her. I think of her every, because I know she's not here. But it's like, I got to keep on moving. I got to keep on going because I know that when it's all said and done and it's time for me to meet again, I want to have a whole lifetime worth of stories to tell her. I just don't want to when it's time for us to meet again that I just got, I've been doing the same thing, since she left. Nah, I want to have a million stories to tell her. So you got to keep on living. And I say that to anybody that's lost someone. Keep on living. Because one day you're going to meet them again. And when you meet them again, you got to have a lifetime of stories to tell them. Lifetimes of stories. You can't have that one story to where, like, well, after you passed away, I just did the same thing. No, you gotta keep on moving. You gotta keep on living. You gotta keep on living. Quavo, keep on living. Offset, keep on living. Keep on living. You gotta keep on. You gotta keep on moving. A lot of people were trying to criticize Offset because they were saying, oh, Takeoff just died and, you're at the club. Like, he got to keep on living. You got to keep on living. You cannot stay in that hurt. You cannot stay in that hurt. Yes, acknowledge that hurt. Don't acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge them, but don't stay in them. Do not stay in that hurt. Do not. You got to keep on moving. So I salute Offset for keep on moving. I salute him. You got to keep on moving in this life. Because if we don't keep on moving, you guys, it's over. It's no. Life is too short. Life is too short for us to be like, you know what? We're going to put our life on pause. Because I'm at the point now, I'm not putting my life on hold for no one. I'm keep on moving. Gotta keep on moving. So that's what Offset, I definitely say I commend him for keeping on moving. And who knows? We don't know. Quavo could be doing things, but he could be more private. I definitely see Quavo being more private now. I definitely see Quavo being more private. And I do kind of feel like he feels that this was his karma for the energy that he was putting out. He feel like, this is my karma. And so now I really see Quavo like on his spiritual. Like I really seeing Quavo on his spiritual. I see him like on his spiritual going to God, like really I'm just seeing him having like hours long conversation with God. Like I'm seeing him like crying, like just really wanting to get an understanding. I'm just seeing the hurt. I'm seeing the pain. I'm just seeing him spend a lot of alone time. I'm seeing him like just really break down and talk to God. Like I'm just, because it's like, I want to feel better. I want to feel better. And I'm going to do any and everything that I need to do to meet my nephew again. And he is dead serious about that. Quavo is going to do any and everything to be able to meet Takeoff again. This right here really has woken him up. We at 23 minutes. Quavo. So this is going to just be Quavo's intuitive reading, y'all. Because Quavo done took over, baby. Quavo done took over. I'll do a part, 2 and 3. Because I really want to do Takeoff separately. I want to do a reading for him. Because I feel like right now, he's not happy with his brothers. He's not really happy how that it's still divided. It's very divided. It's still divided. And he wants them to get closer. Because I was trying to say something, but I don't want to offend anyone. Because my word choices, because this is a very like sensitive subject, and so like some people, my people that's up there, you'll understand what I'm saying, but then like regular people be like, what is she talking about? So I want to like trying to choose my words wisely, But yes, he wants to bring them closer. And it's like, they're not there. They're not there. So whatever happened that divided them, it's a lot of emotions. And I feel like Quavo, I feel like it's a grudge. Someone is holding a grudge. Someone is not pulling. And I know that, like, when it comes to me, when I don't want to be bothered, baby, I don't want to be bothered. Like, when I'm like in my mode, when I'm really like God, it's me. God is me. It's me. God is me. Like, I'm really on my knees and I'm really like God, it's like, God, when I'm really in that moment, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. I have to, talk to God. Like, I'll tell you quick, like, before I vent to people, I got to go to God first. Like, I have to go to God. Before I, I have to speak to God first, because I'm a firm believer that I want the problem fixed. And if I want the problem fixed, I'm going to go to the source. That's just my personal opinion. And then when I go to the source, then God will, lead me into, how to solve the problem. God will guide me. Then God will say, God may guide you, be like, okay, go tell your friend. Then your friend might be able to help you. So there you go. But I always talk to God first. I always. So I'm just picking up on, like, somebody, like Quavo is in that energy where, like, I got a lot. I'm going through a lot. I need to process this, and I don't want to be bothered. So I feel that, like, he just don't want to be bothered. I feel like he just don't want to talk. And I kind of feel like that's with a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people has been hitting him up, and I don't want to talk. Like, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to talk. And I kind of feel like Offset is the total opposite. Like, well, to certain people, he feels that Quavo should pick up his phone calls. Let me say allegedly. Or, like, Quavo should communicate with him more. There we go. Quavo should communicate with him more, because he's been trying. I pick up on the energy that Offset has been trying to reach out to Quavo. But I feel like Quavo just has not been in the best mood to talk, or just not want to talk. And that right there is making Takeoff spirit a little uneasy. So I'm just gonna leave it right there, y'all. I'm gonna still do part 2, part 3. I'm still gonna do it. We're gonna probably just call this Miss Mainly Quavo. So y'all, I send you guys so much love. You know what? I want to send Quavo and Offset. I want to send you guys so much love. I want to send your family so much love. Takeoff's family so much love. Every fan, every person that this has touched, I just want to send you guys so much love as well. So, you guys, I'll send you guys so much love. I love you guys so very much. Until next time, take care.